So Ed, you know, the way past the schema is to actually put into motion circumstances in your life where you can test out or act as if this new revised way of looking at yourself can influence your life. And so the circumstances, the hundreds or thousands of circumstances that you've marshaled in support of the I'm defective,
Right.
or there may still be some of those. But
Right.
what we're looking for is actually to put in motion some circumstances for you to test out this other way of looking at yourself. And I wrote down here, I'm a complex person who's had problems but also has strengths.
Right. Yeah, I have both.
Okay.
Right.
And I mean, there are chances to put this in motion in the workplace. There are chances to put this in motion in your personal life. Since we've talked so much more about work, in your personal life, do you see any opportunities coming up to try to put in motion this new way of viewing yourself?
Well, I could see it with Gwen, because she was saying that kind of thing, is, you know, you're a good guy, but you have some weaknesses to work on. I think she's kind of telling me that, but I don't want to call her back and do that. So, well, the only other thing I can think about is, you know, my daughter is it's a good, solid relationship, but sometimes you know, she wants to talk about her mom and things she's doing there, but I don't want to do that because it just makes me feel like I messed up that whole thing, the marriage, and I scarred her for life and all that. So it just makes me feel really bad.
Do you think somehow that you've conveyed to your daughter that it's not okay to talk about these things?
Yeah, I've never said it that way, but I know that she'll say, you know, Mom and I went somewhere, and I go, oh, that's nice. Well, let's talk about school. You know, I don't know. Yeah, when she starts talking about that with her mom, I just get that defective thing comes up real big.
And so a complex but successfully coping guy with strengths would be able to talk more intimately with his daughter about his ex-wife, her mother.
Yeah, I think if I could do that, it'd make me feel a little less bad about myself, because I think I'm hurting her when I do that.
When will you have an opportunity to try this out?
Well, Thursday's out, and what is it? Well, Saturday afternoon, I guess I could ask her if she'd want to go to the races. She and we've gone to the races before, and we really like that. You know, it's the season just started, and we haven't done it since last season. So I could see if she could go to the races.
Well, it sounds like a good idea on a lot of different levels. But so you think that the intimate conversation will just happen naturally?
No, what'll happen naturally is you know, I'll buy a beer and we'll do our racing forums and we'll talk about things, and if she brings up anything about her mom, I'll kind of move on.
Okay, so the bringing up the mom could give you an opportunity. Does she bring up something about her mom every single time you're together?
No, I think she's learned not to do it, to be honest.
Okay.
I think I think I haven't done, you know, good by her that way.
So how would you make the opportunity to try out this new way?
At the races. Well, I could just say it. I don't know. I guess I could say, you know, how's your mom, or how's Sally? That's her name. My ex is Sally. I guess I could say, how's Sally? Or I guess, how's your mom? Would sound better.
Okay. And I don't know your racetrack. You've got how many minutes between races?
About 18.
Okay. And you're sitting close enough, there's not so much noise and commotion, you could have this conversation?
Yeah, we could talk about it there. It'd be all right. People are into their own thing, and I think it's pretty, you know, it's not too bad saying, how's your mom? You know, it's not too much.
Okay. And help me, what's your daughter likely to say?
Well, I think she'll be a little shocked that I asked, to be honest. I think she'll just say fine. You know, I think I've probably you know, not let her talk about it. So she'll say, well, fine.
Well, fine.
Yeah. So
Okay,
then,
thanks.
yeah, right.
Let me see your racing form.
Right. And then I'll probably want to do that too. Like, let's just look at the racing form.
Okay. And so a guy who's capable of establishing a more loving and intimate relationship with his daughter might plan to handle fine differently.
Yeah, I think I should help her or allow her to talk more about what she does with her mom.
And how could you get across that the rules are changing?
Well, I guess I could just say, I asked you how your mom's doing, but that sounds a little critical,
Mm-hmm.
like you didn't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, well, if I'm really being a good dad, I guess I could say, well, how's your mom doing? And when she says fine,
Mm-hmm.
I could say, look, I know you got the racing form out, and it's probably my fault that you don't talk about your mom
Mm-hmm.
around me, because I don't want to. Sometimes it's hard for me to do it because it makes me feel bad. And but I'm really interested in you, and what you and your mom do together, and how she is and how you are.
How's that feel?
Well, it feels two ways. It feels like I'd be more with my daughter and some things that are important to her,
Mm-hmm.
but it's I don't know. Yeah, it's a little, I don't know, frightening is not right, but it makes me feel, it brings up that failure thing with Sally.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a little risky, to be honest, but I think it's the right thing to do.
Okay.